Is it going? Is it going? Yay! Okay. So, gonna try this again. You guys don't want to hear how many times I tried. It just doesn't even matter. So many interruptions. Oh my. So I've actually recorded several updates over the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and I just didn't like any of them. Just thought they were kind of crappy, and so I decided not to upload them. So I'm hopefully gonna just update everything you need to know here up to this point. The last update was, 33 weeks, and now I am 38 weeks and 3 days, according to due date number 1. And the other one, that's not terribly different, has me at 38 weeks today, exactly. So either way, you want to, think about it, I'm 38 weeks, basically. The kind of cool thing about being 38 weeks and 3 days is if I have Silas at the same point that I had Jack, then that means I'm having a baby, like, tomorrow, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, it could happen, but I also don't have any, like, real reason to believe that it's going to. Yeah, so I guess we'll cover, like, labor-y symptoms first. I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know. I guess I should clear my background before I hit record. So 33 weeks, I think I'd said he was starting to drop, and between 33 and, like, 37, he completed that task. And my contractions, my Braxton Hicks that I've been having since 22 weeks, I still have them, but I've also, in addition to that, been having a different kind of contraction, and I don't want to call it labor because it's not. Like, I'm obviously not in labor, and I haven't been, but yeah, they've just been more, I feel like it's more purposeful, and there's been just a different feeling to them, and I know my body well enough to know that there's 2 different kinds I'm having and been having since he dropped. And I think when his head, especially, I mean, sometimes, like, I'll wake up in the morning, he'll kind of, like, have floated back up a bit, and my belly will look completely round. And then by the end of the day, he'll be, like, locked and loaded again. So I think that's probably the reason why I have those different kind of, like, purposeful contractions with the pressure with them at nighttime. But at the same time, I don't want to say that they're painful, because they're just not. And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to describe, especially to my midwife, because, I want to keep her in the loop and everything. And I'll be like, yeah, so I'm having, like, these different kind of contractions now. I just want you to make sure you know, so you can just be ready in case something does happen. But she's like, okay, well, do they hurt? And I'm like, no, no. But that's also not, like, a way that I really gauge my contractions, because I feel like even when I was basically up to transition with Sadie, they really didn't hurt. They just felt like they were doing some work, and that's kind of what they feel like now. I feel like they're a very mild version of that, though. So I don't know. It's also been almost 3 years since I've experienced it, so I'm like not. Like, it's not super fresh in my mind what my, first stage of labor feels like. But yeah, I definitely think that these feel different. And I started having these, like I said, when he dropped, but it was like 35, 36 weeks. Sorry, notification on my screen. And I would have, like, a couple of nights that week where they were just more, like I said, they felt different and they were more frequent, and I was just like, ooh, this is making me a little nervous, because I really don't want to have preterm labor. As much as I would love to meet this baby, I just don't think that he's ready to come out, and also it would it would rule me out for having a home birth. And my midwife, her standard is, at least 37 weeks, and if there's, like, other risk factors involved, then still gotta have that hospital birth. But yeah, 37 is, like, the bare minimum requirement for her. So I was like, I gotta make it 37 weeks. Like, you can't have water birth at my hospital. I don't even know if they would let my midwife be my care provider there. I know they'd let her, like, be there, but I don't know. I don't even want to think about it, because this is, like, what I wanted to do the whole time. And I also have an OB, or not OB. She's not an OB. She's a doctor. She's the doctor that delivered Jack, who I really liked, and who I would pick in a heartbeat if I had to have a hospital birth, because I did really like her. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So I was having these different feeling contractions, and she's like, well, just keep an eye on it. And before I told her, I had tried to check myself, but I couldn't find my cervix. It was too high up, which was fun. I was like, oh, do I even have one? Like, where did it go? It's like not there, but it was just, you know, when you're, I guess, I don't even know the reason why. It was just up there. But, so she told me not to actually try to check myself again because she didn't want me to, like, irritate my cervix and cause preterm labor or, like, cause more contractions. So I was like, okay, that's good to know. I won't do that anymore. And then about a week later, I tried to check again after everything had calmed down, and it was still pretty high up. I'm not gonna lie, it was. But I could feel just a little bit of it, and it's super soft. Or at least it was. But I wasn't able to feel, like, for dilation or anything like that. And honestly, even if I could, like, I don't necessarily trust, like, you can Google it, I know, like, a fingertip or something is a centimeter and so on, but, like, what do I know? Like, I would just rather either not know and be surprised in labor or just have my midwife do it. So, I think it was a week ago, yeah, 37 weeks, things have been pretty calm, but I did have, like, a night of kind of, you know, different feeling contractions with more pressure on my cervix, definitely. I guess the best way to describe it is they, like, sort of, it feels like, it's like a simultaneous feeling of, like, tightening, traveling up, and being pulled down at the same time. So, yeah, so there was that, and then I woke up the next morning and I lost at least part of my mucus plug. I don't know if there's more. There probably is more, but good gravy, y'all. I gotta get these push notifications off my screen. Like, they're just distracting in general, but, like, right now when I'm trying to film, they are. Yeah, so that's what's going on with, like, contractions and pre-labor stuff. You know, I didn't, with Jack, my first baby, like, I didn't have any contractions or even really noticeable Braxton Hicks until, like, the day before I had him. So I'm not really, like, but this is my third baby. My uterus is, like, experienced now. So it's just, like, it's been practicing since 22 weeks. And I know the more pregnancies you have, the earlier things start, and the more, you know. Is that my cat meowing? Jeez Louise. So anyways, that's what's going on with the uterus and the cervix, like, you know, the baby making and having parts. As far as how I'm doing, let's see. I've had really bad insomnia for the last probably 3 weeks, I would say. I've had it off and on the whole pregnancy, but the last 3 weeks it's been pretty bad. And it's been, like, I feel lucky in some ways because I know a lot of women at the end of pregnancy, they have, like, the physical complaints of, like, the back pain and pelvic pain and just the pressure and not being able to sleep at night because of that kind of stuff. And I've been really lucky to not really have that problem. Other than feeling, like, a little bit differently proportioned, I feel pretty much normal. Yeah, it's just this hormones, they just kind of rewire my brain in a way that also makes me want to clean everything and just be really, like, you know, I've been nesting really hardcore too. But yeah, like, the other end of that is not being able to sleep at night. Like, I'll go through a sleep cycle and I'll wake up at, like, 2 or 3 a.m. and I have to make it a point not to look at my phone. Like, try to wake up as little as possible. So I'm, like, trying not to open my eyes really or stimulate myself and just allow my body to fall back asleep. And it hasn't been working every single time. I did break down and get some ZzzQuil, which is like NyQuil without the cold medicine in it, but I did do that like 1 or 2 nights ago because I've developed this cold, and I think my immune system's probably suffering a little bit because of the lack of sleep. And my midwife was like, look, girl, you gotta sleep. You gotta get some rest. You gotta sleep. She actually wanted me to lay in bed all day yesterday, and so I tried to do that. I'm not very good at, like, not doing anything, to be honest with you, but anyways, so yeah, I'm hoping I can sleep tonight. That would be awesome. This darn screen. Meow. What else is there to note? Yeah, I'm just really tired and I'm ready to have this baby. Trying to see. I'm trying to listen to hear if he needs anything. I guess he doesn't. Maybe I'll just show you guys the belly because I'm drawing a blank. Okay. This is an interesting angle now, isn't it? Oh my. So, these pants are really cool, by the way. I don't know if you're able to tell that he's dropped. Why is there a bag of popcorn on the floor? Yeah, let me back up a little bit. Nope, that doesn't help. All right. So yeah, that's what we're working with. And I will try to do smaller, more time, like real-time updates if there are any, especially like labor-related stuff. And you should also follow my Instagram, and possibly my Snapchat might be a good place to follow me. I'm not very good with Snapchat being consistent. I kind of just use it to play with filters with my kids and just be a huge dork. So I don't know, follow at your own risk on that one. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish cleaning because I'm trying to wear myself out so that I can actually sleep tonight. Wish me luck with that. And I don't know, I'll probably see you guys soon. I'm gonna try to update. Well, I mean, if there's nothing new to talk about in the next week, maybe I won't. But anyways, I will see you guys soon, with the baby or without. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. This baby. All right, real quick, I'm in the Target parking lot. I want to do a quick update for you guys, and just bloop it on to the end of my last little update. So I just got done, not just got done, a couple hours ago I saw my midwife for my 38-week checkup, and she didn't tell me what I was measuring. She just says that Silas seems like he's had a growth spurt. And she's not estimating him to be like a super big baby, but 7 or 8 pounds, she would think. Like if he was born like right now, he'd be 7 or 8 pounds. Now if I'm pregnant for another month or like 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, yeah, that's gonna be a big baby. But I don't think I'm gonna be pregnant that long. And he was very interactive again during like the what am I trying to say? She felt my belly a lot and kind of just felt his position, but also did like, checked his heart rate, and he's just so interactive. Like he kicks and plays with her, and he's just a funny little baby. I love him. So I did opt to have her check me just because, why not? Because of the contractions I've been having over like the last 2 or 3 days. I just feel like they're, like I said before, they just feel different. So, I'm 2 centimeters dilated and 80% effaced. And I know, you guys don't have to tell me. I know that doesn't mean anything. I know it could be weak still. But, what it does mean is that the contractions that I have been having have been doing something, and that I've been moving in that direction. And just based on my history and like knowing how my body responds to contractions in labor, I think it's gonna be like, I don't want to jinx myself here. I think it's gonna be like this weekend. I really do, if not sometime this week. So that makes me really happy because I wanted to have him before Christmas, and have Christmas be Christmas and his birthday be his birthday. So, but whatever happens, I'm still okay with. But I'm also having like really bad deja vu, like flashbacks to when Sadie was born. Like we were heading into the weekend, there was a huge forecasted snowstorm. Same thing, I don't know if you guys can see around me, but it's fixing to snow and ice and just be really crappy weather tonight and this weekend. And so I'm out right now just picking up some supplies for the storm, which reminds me so much of the day before I had Sadie, because I was driving around getting like ice and space heaters, and here I am again getting ice and food and not ice, salt for the damn sidewalk. I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is just not connecting the dots today, or ever really. What else did I want to say? Oh, so I'm just having like all these weird flashbacks of like just driving around, having attractions with her, and I'm kind of doing the same thing right now. And also, when I remember when I went to Home Depot, like when I was super early labor with her, like the day before I had her, I was picking up this 40-pound bag of like salt for the sidewalk, and like this man rushed over and he's like, "Oh, can I help you? You shouldn't be lifting that." And I was like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. I can do it." And I did it myself. And I was doing the same thing just now with like a same size bag of dog food, and this guy like rushed over. He's like, "Oh my gosh, let me help you." And so I'm just like, so many deja vu things happening. And also, what else? Oh, my mother-in-law is at the house right now helping. Did I lose that connector? Oh well. Anyways, that's not important. She's helping just like finish up a few last minute organizational things. So I feel like if my house gets ready by the end of the day, like I might just feel ready to have this baby. Because that's really all that's really holding me back mentally, is just feeling like the house isn't ready. And really it is. It's ready. It's just like, it's stuff that the baby doesn't care about, you know, like having the dog hair swept up in the basement area, and like why would my newborn baby care about that? But so all like the immediate needs and everything are ready for him to come. It's just, you know, details, nesting. That's just kind of how it goes. Anyways, so that's my update for now. Yeah, so I will let you guys know if there's more to know, and maybe I'll be having a baby soon. All right, wish me luck. Bye.